Good afternoon. I am Deputy Chief Constable Rachel Bacon of South Wales Police. On Monday evening, a serious road traffic collision happened in Snowden Road, Ely, which tragically claimed the lives of Kyrees Sullivan and Harvey Evans, two friends who live in the community of Ely. Our thoughts are with the families and friends of Kyrees and Harvey and everyone affected by this terrible incident. We can only begin to imagine the grief they are experiencing at this time. Their families continue to be supported and updated by family liaison officers. I am aware of concerns in the local community regarding the timeline of events which culminated in the fatal collision, including CCTV footage which shows a police vehicle following a bike in Frank Road. Therefore, I want to confirm the timeline of events which took place as we know them at this time. We would have liked to have provided this level of information yesterday, but this is a complex investigation and we had to be sure of the facts before confirming them. We have been busy obtaining witness accounts, analysing tracking data from police vehicles and studying CCTV, and this is what we know now. 17:59:40. CCTV shows the bike travelling towards the police vehicle in Frank Road. The bike then turns around. 18:00:52. The bike is followed by the police vehicle, which you have already seen on CCTV images. Neither blue lights or sirens were in use. 18:01:18. Police vehicle is at New Ely Church roundabout and travels through Archer Road, Stanway Road and Howell Road. 18:02:31. Police vehicle turns onto Grand Avenue. 18:02:18 to 18:02:41. This is the approximate time of the road traffic collision on Snowden Road. At the time of the collision, the police vehicle is in Grand Avenue, half a mile away from Snowden Road. 18:06:59, the police vehicle is on Cowbridge Road West when it receives information about a road traffic collision. Officers illuminate blue lights and make their way to the collision scene. There was no police vehicle in Snowden Road at the time of the collision, and we believe there were no other vehicles involved in the incident. We have based this on witness accounts, tracking data and CCTV. We have made a mandatory referral to the Independent Office for Police Conduct to ensure the matter receives independent scrutiny. We will provide them with all the information we have and they will undertake an independent investigation. I will now turn to the violence and disorder which happened in Ely on Monday night. Nothing can excuse this. Property was damaged and people were scared in their own homes. Our focus now is to fully cooperate with the IOPC investigation into the circumstances of the collision and to investigate the appalling scenes that followed. We are appealing for witnesses, information and footage from mobile phones and social media. We have already recovered around 180 pieces of body-worn video footage from police officers at the scene, and this number is expected to grow. Officers are also going through hundreds of hours of public CCTV and videos posted on social media. Anyone aware who has footage of Monday's events can upload it to our link on our website. We are extremely grateful for the support of the community so far and urge anyone with any information to come forward to us. I will now take questions.
Can you just confirm what this assumed chase was about? Why were you following the two boys on the bike? And what was the last point at which the police were actively following it? Listening to your time codes there, if I got them correctly, it seems to be just a few seconds before the fatal collision. That of course contradicts what we initially thought, that there was no police chase. So what was the cause for the chase and at what point did you stop chasing them?
I want to be as transparent and open as I can with the communities of Ely so that they understand what has happened. I've set out the timeline based on the factual information that we have. but the IOPC are conducting an independent investigation regarding whether any pursuit has taken place. So I can't fully answer your question today, and for that I apologise.
Why did you let the line that speculation about a chase were false rumours circulating in the community? Why did you let that persist for so long, well into Tuesday?
The situation yesterday morning was still very unclear. I've explained to you the huge amount of work that has had to be undertaken to get to the point where we are. I would have wanted to speak to our community sooner, and I haven't been able to because we haven't had that level of information.
You let the Police and Crime Commissioner go out to the media and say that these were false rumours.
The Commissioner was very clear in his interview that the situation was uncertain, but that there was no police car following the e-bike at the time of the collision. As you know, Alun has a very close relationship with the communities of Ely, and he wanted to give as much information as he could as soon as possible.
Okay, but do you regret that initial messaging from the police force and the Commission?
All I can tell you is that we have done our best in the circumstances we face with the information we've had. We've been as honest and direct. I'm here today to give you the information I have now. I've still got hundreds of hours of investigation that will need to take place. I know you're not going to get every answer you want today, but speaking to the communities of Ely, we are here to protect you. We absolutely understand that it was a terrible night, and we need to focus on bringing those offenders to justice.
The BBC has just seen footage in the last half an hour that is time coded from 1801. It's from Stanway Road. It shows two boys on their bike coming up from Archer Road following the police. Now this seems to contradict your timeline, because it seems as though the only reason they couldn't get on to the road where the crash happened is because there's bollards at the end.
I've been really clear that I've given you factual and accurate information.
Well, this information seems to contradict what you say.
Thank you. Absolutely, to the best of my knowledge at this moment in time. I have told you that I have hundreds of hours of CCTV. I could have waited, could have not come here today to try and talk about what we know and the timeline as we understand it. But I'm here today to talk to the communities of Ely, to let them know that we absolutely understand their concerns, that we're listening to what you are saying to us on their behalf about their worries, about the accuracy of what we've said. What I've told you is accurate, but there is other information. I've been really clear that we've still got an awful lot of CCTV to view, and of course that will be much now by the IOPC as they have taken an independent investigation, and I'm sure that they will keep you updated with their progress.
You've been speaking to a lot of people in Ely, and they've talked about their distrust in the police over the years. The process of events and the way this timeline's been handled, this has damaged your credibility, wouldn't you say? And it's fair to say that this has not held you in good stead in the people of Ely, really.
We're absolutely passionate about protecting the people of Ely. We have a dedicated neighbourhood policing team. We want to reach out to them, we want to work with them. It didn't go as any of us would have wanted on the night of the incident. It is a tragic outcome that two young men have died. We want to understand why, and the situation that occurred afterwards in terms of people's behaviour is totally unacceptable, and I absolutely know, as you do, that the people of Ely condemn that they don't want that to be happening in their neighbourhood, and neither do we, and we will work tirelessly with them to understand what we can do to support them going forward.
Can you
We're only going to take one more. Excuse me, sorry. We're only going to take one more question. You've asked one already.
Have the officers been questioned
Take your question.
under caution? The officers in the van, have they been questioned under caution?
No, they haven't.
Are they suspended or are they still in work?
They're not.
How do you define a chase as opposed to following?
Thank you.